EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Ready up. Ready.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9. Now Trubisky apparently not liking something here. He's going to step back and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, break. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Hurt. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Cotton. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Cotton. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Okay, ready? 70 Lions. Ready?
Harris running straight ahead. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Check smash, check smash.
Now here's another carry for Harris. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Half to 60, half to 60. 18, Pioneer. Seven Pirates.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Powers through him. And some room to maneuver. Shoves him aside. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, Cotton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Corral on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Gallup, 65 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On the give, this is Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
60 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is. Putting his foot in the...
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Check, contact, check, contact.
Harris. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw. Cotton. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Cotton. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Corral sets up play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Corral. This one completes Alec Pierce. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach. Not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Corral. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Corral. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Corral. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Taylor is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind, and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. To throw on second down, Cotton. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On the play fake, Corral. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Corral, another throw on second down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it'll bring up third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On third down, here's Corral. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Warriors 70.
The final shot before break. Cotton trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Harris. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fakes the handoff here. Corral. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Airing it out deep for Woods. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big things.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up, trying to keep that momentum going. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Cotton. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Off the play fake. Cotton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Throwing on 2nd and long. Corral. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, 47 yards. And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back now in Pittsburgh.
Let's go.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Come 19. Come 19.
Back to throw. Cotton. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Quiddy Pay in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down. Here's Corral with it. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Gallup, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
18 Rattler.
Off play action. Cotton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Timberwolves.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Say, hey. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Off play action. Here's Corral. And he's got Pierce. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
11 yards for number 11.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's brought in by Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Ready? Hey, pass.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
7 Pirates, Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Riggs.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one too low.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively, because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Corral from his own end zone here. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Fourth down, Corral looking to throw it. He finds Pierce, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much...
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point try now for Patterson. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Off the play fake. Cotton. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game